right, everybody. Welcome to the Past Times podcast. Each week we go through an old newspaper from a random date in history picked out by Dave Anthony. I'm Gareth Reynolds, and I've never seen it before, and neither is our guest this week,
Randy Blythe. Hi, Randy.
How are you doing?
Welcome to the show.
We're off to a bad start.
It's not going good.
No, you mispronounced my last name.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, but nobody.
It's
Blythe.
No, it's Blythe. The
Sorry.
THE is silent like the P in swimming.
It's Blythe.
Yeah, it's Blythe. It's Blythe now.
Oh, this is so awkward. Well,
The best was in...
You're in the band Lamb of God.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we'll get to your credit. What were you going to say?
Lamb of Chode.
Yeah.
That's us.
What, I mispronounced it at the show when I did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
THE is silent like the P in swimming. But
So
nobody
It's
knows
always
that.
actually very nice when I get to wrong someone's name on these shows.
Yeah.
For I have had war crimes committed against me.
I called you Garrett in a message.
Yeah, you did.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Like
Yep.
like an idiot.
Well, because we go back and forth on, we send a lot of videos about cats. And about, so you're the lead singer of Lamb of God,
Yes,
which
I am.
is an amazing, I'm sure most people, know of Lamb of God. You guys have been around for a while.
About 30 years.
You tour all the time.
We do.
You are someone, I name drop you,
That's...
and apparently incorrectly. But I name drop you pretty often, and everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And then the best part is that when I'm doing that, I'll be like, "Yeah, this is his cat," and they'll be like, "What's going on?" Because
Yeah.
it feels a bit incongruent with your stage persona.
Right.
But you're a lovely man. You're going to be doing a tour with Mastodon
Yes.
soon, which is one of the things we'll promote.
Yes, this summer, co-headliner for the 20th year anniversary of our record, Ashes of the Wake, and their record, Leviathan.
That's an elephant, for people who know, that's an elephant-themed band.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ancient elephants.
Yep.
That's what we call them.
Good. And then you also, I think, have by far the biggest. Nobody ever breaks news on our
Yes.
history podcast, but you have
Yes.
an announcement.
I have an announcement. I wrote a book several years ago called Dark Days. It
Yep.
did pretty well.
Yep.
And
An amazing book.
I've been screwing around and saying I'm going to write another one eventually, and now I have. It's with the editor right now. He told me he was going to get me the final draft back this week, I believe. But it will be coming out. It looks like February of 2025, and it is entitled Just Beyond the Light. There it is. Hot
Wow.
breaking news. Nobody knows this yet.
Wow.
Do you admit to killing a puppy in this book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes, the dog does die.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But it's more on brand for you rather than a governor of a state.
Right. Right.
And
It's
then,
crazy how much that, like, I heard someone at Book Soup yesterday talking about, there was an author talk there, and they're like, a dog actually dies in the book, and people really get upset about
Yeah,
that.
people don't like dogs dying.
I actually heard this I wish I could remember who the comedian is, but he tells this story, and he's like, he's this Irish comedian, and he's like, and my father died, and he died that night, and that night my mother says, you got to tell the dog about your dad passing. And I told the dog, I said, Dad's gone, he's gone. And the dog looks at me and got right up and sat in his fucking chair, and everyone in the crowd goes, "Aw." And he goes, the weird part is this, when I mentioned my father died, nobody said a fucking thing. So I made up a bit about a fucking dog who never existed.
That's great.
But yeah, it's crazy. Well, I think your biggest credit is that you went on tour for 2 years.
Yes.
And you wore 2 different Dollop shirts. That's kind of how we got in contact with each other a little bit, was
Yeah.
people kept going like, hey, are you aware of this? And we were just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, you wore this, but not like, it wasn't in your rotation. You specifically wore 2 Dollop shirts for 2 years.
Yes.
And then at the end of the 2 years, we did, but mainly you auctioned off these shirts, even though it ended up not even really being an auction. But you made a lot of money for the homeless with this great act. And I mean, we are forever in your debt, but it was a pretty fucking awesome when people are like, the lead singer of Lamb of God is like wearing a Dollop shirt every fucking show.
Another cool thing about those shirts is that I work with a foundation called Living the Dream.
Yeah.
And they bring people with terminal or severe life-threatening illnesses to shows to meet bands.
Wow.
Younger people, young adults, and children. And so the first person I met for them was a young lady from near Chicago, and I gave her the person who won the auction for the shirts is like, keep the shirts and give them to someone who would cheer the day. So I gave one to this girl, and then
did she know the podcast?
No. And then 2 days ago, I gave the other one to a young man I met in Vegas at the Sick New World Festival who has terminal bone cancer. So I'm like, here's the other one of these. I wore this at every single show in 2023.
Wow, that's
one
cool.
of these. So it made his day.
Yeah.
You know? And it was, you know.
No, you are a lovely man, and might I mention, a huge fan of our podcast.
I am.
Which
I'm really kind of nervous about being here with you guys.
Which is crazy.
I'm kind
you
of stuck on a guy whose last days he has to spend telling people about a podcast he doesn't know.
I mean, listen, we'll take any promotion. We'll take it.
Yeah.
But the fact that you play enormous shows and you're nervous to be here, which is amazing.
Which is hilarious.
I listen to you guys all the time.
Well,
especially when I'm driving to go surf.
Yeah,
So,
well, we appreciate it. Yeah. So you know the deal with this show.
I do.
We like to start off with a guess from this weird newspaper Dave has. Because I'm the professional, will guess first. Then it'll be your turn.
Okay.
And I'm going to guess, because you're doing 2 episodes with us, so I'm going to guess he's going to bounce around in time, and I'm going to guess this one's early. So I'm going to guess this one is 1903. That's what I'm going to guess for this one.
Man, that's weird. Yeah, I get a guess now, too?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to say...
Don't you do it.
1938.
Oh, okay. All right.
That was in my head.
Okay. All right, good.
All right, well...
1938!
It's 1922.
Let's split the difference.
Yeah, but I think
you won.
I think you win.
All right.
win.
I think because you're the
No
guest.
splitting the difference.
All right, we're going into the roaring 20s.
Yeah, that's right. Great era.
Yeah.
Ends great and leads us to the roaring 30s right after.
Yes.
Yep.
It is the Tombstone Weekly Epitaph.
Wow, what a fucking awful...
Arizona?
Yeah, Tombstone, Arizona.
Tombstone Epitaph.
Yeah, what a name for a paper.
Yeah, it's
right?
dark.
I've never heard that before.
The obituary section.
Yeah,
there
the
was
obituary.
massive.
That's the whole paper.
Let's see, page 1. Phoenix detective accidentally shot when pistol drops.
Oh, wow, he did one of those.
Yeah, he did a classic. That's a classic.
That is a classic. That's one of those ones in movies where you're like, come on.
Was he a Pinkerton guy?
I hope so. Let's hope so.
That'd be great. Yeah, what was he?
John Sullivan, chief of detectives of the Arizona Eastern Railroad System. Yeah, he's
Okay,
basically
so he's a Pinkerton.
He's
Yeah,
a Pinkerton.
Yeah.
he's a Pinkerton.
Yeah. Was taken to St. Joseph's Hospital early this morning after he accidentally shot himself through the wrist in the yard office. Well, that's not. I was hoping it was better.
Yeah.
A wrist is...
I mean, a wrist will fucking hurt.
I know, but I want it to go into a Pinkerton.
Of course,
Sink
yeah.
into the
In the
Pinkerton
yard
parts.
office?
Yeah, in the yard
Yeah, in the yard office.
That's what a kid has. That's what a kid's like, I'm a businessman and I need to interview you. Welcome to the yard office.
Sullivan was reading a magazine in the office while absorbed in the story. His revolver, an old-fashioned 32 caliber double barrel affair, fell from its holster and struck the floor, sending the bullet through the Sullivan. It didn't fall. How your gun is not falling from your holster.
The holster,
Right.
the whole point of that's a holster lawsuit.
This story is bullshit.
Yeah.
It did not
Reading-
fall from the holster.
Yeah,
He was reading Guns and Ammo Weekly.
He was 100% jacking off.
Or he was just spinning it while reading.
That's what I was thinking at first too. But I mean, if you're that into reading, he was probably reading a little porn, which is how they had it back then.
That's right. The bullet penetrated the right wrist and sped on its way until it lodged in the ceiling of the office.
Wow. Yeah,
Where it
wrist
remains
shot.
to this
I
day.
hope
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
Sullivan, the police say, lost about a half a pint of blood before he was taken to the hospital. His wound is not considered serious. So he was just bleeding, and they're like, really? I mean, we got to
holding
go to
the
the
glass.
hospital. He's just bleeding out, and he's like, I'm not
I
going.
gotta
It's just
finish this article.
it went clear through. It's fine.
Yeah, I want to see how this ends.
Yeah, well, he lived.
So he was kind of a Pinkerton.
I wonder if he kept his job.
That's a good
He
question.
probably
too.
did.
That's not
Back
really good
then-
for job security as a detective, shooting yourself in the
But I
wrist.
don't think they cared back then.
I also would
about-
lie. I would lie.
Yeah, I
would.
I think
certainly,
he
like,
did lie. He lied.
You
There's
think-
no way the holster just dropped the
You
gun.
think he was doing one of these?
He was doing something.
Yeah. It's hard to not do the spinning. You own any guns?
I
No
can do
comment.
that. I'm from Virginia.
He has to.
I am a gun.
Roads too crowded for Arizona man takes to air with his family.
Whoa. What? What is like the
What year is
Rocketeer?
this? 1922.
I don't know what's going
That's
on.
what I've always wanted to do. That I've sat in
Yeah.
a lot of traffic and I've been like, "That's it,
Fuck this, we're flying!
infinity and beyond."
This is out of San Diego, this story.
Okay.
Motoring has lost its kick for Mr. and Mrs. John Mays of Yuma. Well, why is the story out of San Diego? If the, okay. Well,
Muttering?
they're from Yuma.
Yeah. Oh wait. Right.
Yuma's Arizona.
Yeah. This is a story that someone in San Diego told us about a Yuma man.
And besides, the highways are too crowded with automobiles these days.
This guy's great.
But if only they knew. Like,
I
this
know,
is
right?
the 20s.
Yeah, right.
So when the Mays decided they wanted to visit San Diego, they climbed into the family airplane and hit the air lanes.
They've lost me.
Yeah,
So
man.
they're
I'm out. So they're rich.
yeah.
Yes.
This is like when Caitlyn Jenner was like running for governor, and she was like, "I was talking to someone at a private airport about their jet and the hangar, and he told me that he's never seen gas prices this high." You're like, "Sorry, who the fuck is your anecdotal Joe the plumber drop?" I was talking.
Where Mays avers. What does avers mean? A-V-E-R-S?
A
A
verse?
verse?
No, it's avers. That's but
Not
averse
a-
has an E on the end. doesn't it?
Well, it depends.
A-V-E-R-S?
E, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think there is an E.
So that
yeah.
must, that maybe.
Randy's an
okay.
author. He knows.
Mays averse, but that doesn't make sense.
Maze a verse.
What? There is plenty of elbow room and an ever-changing panorama of
Are they
scenery.
seriously explaining why the sky is better than the freeway?
So look,
When you get into the air, there's a lot less cars.
and there's a view.
And a view, you can see everything.
If I had just taken the sky, an airplane instead of an Uber
Yeah.
from Hollywood,
Probably
I would
easier.
have been here in
Faster.
5 minutes.
A lot
Why didn't I
faster.
think of that?
Yeah, faster. And we will eventually have Uber plane, and there will be
I think there
lot
Uber
of.
plane.
there's Uber helicopter in New York
I
City.
mean, I like if
It's
time
it's
to
not.
start. You know
The
what I mean?
apes need to
The
take
cleansing,
over.
the-
I watched.
Culling is coming.
I watched one of the Planet of the Apes movies last night, and I was like, yeah, they could. Yeah, they'd probably do it better.
The apes?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
But they're not great either.
They're not great, but give them a shot.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of their thing is they're just like kind of pissed off, right?
Some are more pissed off than others, but yeah, I mean,
In the
they,
which
And they
what
have
era?
a pretty firm caste system.
Yes,
Yeah,
there's
like-
definitely yeah.
You know.
yeah, there's a caste system.
I'm not saying it's the best.
Are you pushing a caste
It'd
system?
be great to run on the ape caste system. Yes, what Bernie Sanders it. We need to run an ape caste system. Free healthcare from Dr. Zayas.
Dr. Zayas. Dr. Zayas is running stuff.
Yeah.
The pandemic would have gone a lot better if Dr. Zayas.
Yeah,
had been
100%.
I agree.
Yeah.
No doubt. It couldn't have gone worse.
The Mays arrived at North Island a few days ago, and after literally dropping anchor,
Gross. From a plane?
Dropping anchor from
what's
a
happening?
plane.
Do these people know how planes
Like
work?
a Disney movie.
Dropping anchor.
Yeah.
Okay, the
Means he banged
How
his
high
wife.
up were they when they dropped the
it's
anchor?
not-
I would think they would
That's like
fall pretty quickly.
that's
not
like a
attached to anything.
it's like a cartoon
Yeah,
thing where you
honestly.
drop the anchor, the plane.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
Not an anchor.
That way we stay.
They're just flying over the mountain range in Yuma. There's like mountains there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They throw the anchor out. It catches a tree.
By the way,
Boom.
how I'm 5-10 years away from Boeing putting anchors in their planes.
yeah.
Maybe
I'm sure they already
drop
have
the
them.
anchor.
Yeah.
Drop the anchor.
Wheels down, anchors off.
Mays asked permission of aviation authorities to park his plane while he and Miss Mays were doing San Diego.
Whoa. Uh-huh.
So this is a swing.
Ass.
The Maze do
Pineapples,
SD.
pineapples down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, what are you talking? Swinging?
I think they're swingers.
Yeah.
I've decided.
Did you get the pineapple reference? Have you heard that before?
Of course. On
He's
the
from Virginia.
we've done
We can't use that as an excuse for
done
everything.
some of these rock cruises. you know,
Yeah.
and people have stickers and signs on their doors for everything, and then you see a pineapple on the door.
Yeah.
You know
Why
what
the
that
pineapple?
means. It's time to get
I
friendly.
don't know why. I bet we could find. I bet that's really easy to find out why a pineapple.
There definitely is some guy who just walked into an orgy looking for fresh pineapple before, because that's not as well known as I think.
You could probably Murder Brian, who is on Twitter, who does a podcast called Guys. He's right now, or he's done a lot of swinger guys, so he would
Really?
be the guy to go to about the
He's
pineapple.
done a lot of swinger guys.
Yeah,
No,
Dave.
he's covered them on his podcast. Maybe he's
But
done
Dave,
it for
I don't know if
research.
covered helps you in this
This
time,
is-
to be quite honest.
This is just research.
No, I covered a lot of guys on my podcast.
Yesterday morning, the couple reported back to North Island. Mays picked up the anchor, and in another minute, they were bound for home. This isn't a thing.
fuck?
I mean, is he just talking about the blocks you put under
Is it a
plane?
biplane?
I don't.
No, it's a plane. No.
But is it a water plane?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't either.
That's a good.
Well, I'm
would
just
like
trying to think of when you need
there's
an anchor on a plane.
people
and
that
I think
cruise
we're-
into Alaska
Yeah.
on those things.
Yeah.
To
There's
go
some
out and get
biplanes.
eaten by grizzlies
I mean,
eventually.
you know we're going to get all these people. Of course there's an anchor on a plane, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, of course. It must be a biplane.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, he would say that. Like, he's very into what the story is,
I mean,
this guy.
I don't know.
He's very detailed.
You really,
Anchors away.
you fall in love with this guy?
No, I'm just
What's going on
saying
with you?
this guy doesn't leave stuff out. He's
Okay,
putting too much
Jesus,
in
we've
there.
read like 80 words. You're like, I mean, you know what I mean? Am I wrong? It feels like Dave and this guy ought to get a room with a pineapple on the door.
I'll turn it upside down and back up. You know what I mean?
What's your problem?
All right. Mays purchased the airplane from the War Department for $500 and qualified as a pilot.
Purchased the airplane from the War
It's
Department.
1922, so he
500.
bought a World War I
Doesn't seem like that
used
much.
airplane. It's got to be a piece of shit.
Right.
It's got to be a piece of shit.
Yeah, I mean,
Did they even have biplanes back then? Here we go.
Why are you
Here we
looking
go.
at me on this podcast?
Well,
with
you
question
threw down.
What year's the biplane from? Hey, Gareth, what year's the biplane invented? Oh, no.
With your deep background in aeronautics.
Well, look, Randy, you know me. I love to read. I'm a big history guy. I thought Benjamin Franklin was a president, and that was confronted on this podcast directly, and quite a time. Hey, Randy, you didn't think Ben Franklin was a president, did you?
No.
Okay, good stuff. Thought
He's
we
the
could
guy
read.
on the money.
Well, a lot of the presidents are also on the money, Randy. So you could see how someone could fall into that.
But he's on the big money. The
Yeah.
big bill.
Well, that's fine.
The rapper bill. Rappers sing
I
about it.
believe Grant is on the 1,000.
That's true.
No, you're right. It was invented very early, the biplane.
Well, the first plane.
Oh,
was
I'll tell you
an
what, you
biplane.
pay $500 for a plane. Any plane's a biplane.
Do you know what a biplane is?
Yeah,
What is it?
men and women. No, it's got the little floaties. You land on the water.
It's
A wing on the top and a lower wing.
It's got two wings.
Yes, the first.
Every plane has two wings, a right and a left. We'll be right back.
I knew you were talking about water planes.
Yeah, water planes. Yeah, that's what I meant.
Not a water. There's no way they had water planes in the 20s. It would just sink.
Why? What year's the plane?
I mean, the planes were
15?
No.
15?
Yeah.
15
Plane-
what?
Late.
1915?
Late 18 something.
Oh, okay.
First successful flight was on Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, on the Outer Banks.
What
the
day?
Wright brothers.
What day?
I can't remember.
It
was
was-
1898? Maybe.
1898. Are you? Let's see if how.
Yeah, we'll see. By the way, if you get this right, you can
1898 or
permanently be on this
1873
podcast.
one, I think.
They had a biplane. Aircraft designed
Wright brothers' first flight.
1902.
First flight. They were born in 1871, so
Yeah,
right
that's-
there.
Still, they
would've
could've
worked.
pulled that
They were
off.
teenagers right when they flew. Or
Yeah,
am
but
I
an
wrong about that?
1890 teenager is...
They made the first controlled, sustained flight of an engine-powered on December 17th, 1903.
1903.
All right. Yeah.
Wasn't that
Close.
bad.
You're very
Still
close.
close.
Yeah.
That's
It
the year
happened-
I guess for the paper.
It happened at Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, on the
'cause
Outer Banks
you-
in North Carolina.
Oh, here we go.
I surf
See?
there quite often. You can go there. I've been to the spot.
When
can
you're
go there and
surfing, do
see
you ever
where the
drop an
plane-
anchor?
Only if I had some really bad food the night before.
Okay. Oh, I get it. I think the lead singer of Lamb of God is sharding on his board.
Dropping anchors. I only try and do that during warm weather. You know? It's rough when you're in a wetsuit and you drop anchor.
No, it's not the same. You're not dropping anchor. You're keeping it
I've been very, very concerned that's going to happen.
What Patreon level is that to get you to shit your wetsuit?
I mean, no, once I paddled out of the water really fast, got in my car, and drove to the nearest state beach.
Yeah.
Barely made it. Okay. See you at Yosemite next summer was May's parting word to interested lookers-on as the family Airbus took off.
Okay.
This story was fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It should not have been a story anywhere.
Oh, I've never seen other
Rich people fly to San Diego to bang whoever they
They're
want.
sick of they're sick of peasants, so they fly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen how the papers are laid out before. It's interesting.
Is it?
So yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Hobos become annoying here.
Oh my God, no,
It's modern day.
Oh fuck, get the plane.
Yuma. Many hobos.
What is it with
I'm gonna-
Yuma? Everybody's going to Yuma.
Yeah, I'm going to do it in the guy's voice who wrote this. Many hobos are passing through Yuma, and the streets each day are lined with transients. Most of them are living off the country as they go and are causing more or less inconvenience and annoyance to businessmen whom they are approaching for assistance.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is literally
It's
a
the
guy
same.
walking to work who's annoyed that some guy asked him for
Yeah.
money and then wrote a story about it.
It's a prequel to the Great Depression.
Yeah.
There's this
Right.
practice- 'cause
And by
people-
the way, this guy in a few years is about to lose his fucking mind.
Yeah.
He's just about to be like, they're all. He's gonna be like, I'm sick of me.
Yeah.
I'm a hobo.
That's
Yeah.
how people got around a lot of the times when they're in depression a few years later to go look for work. They get on a train and go somewhere.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah. My grandfather did that.
And?
He hopped freights from Texas to Tennessee several times looking for work.
Fucking
Wow.
A.
You should do that.
I'll just do Cameo. If push comes to shove, I'll just do Cameo for $8.
I'll get you I'll give you my code.
Your Cameo code?
Yeah.
Wait, are you on Cameo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's how I fund my reforestation project.
See, this is what we need to be doing. We need to bring Randy into everything. Seriously. And can I ask what your Cameo rate is?
Right now,
Yeah.
I think it's $75.
That's good. See, mine would be like 30 and I'd feel bad.
Gareth did have a comedian that I hate send me a cameo.
Oh, it
did
was
not
the
know it
greatest.
was me.
Right.
It was great. It was great.
Punk rock guilt kept me from doing it for a long time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's where we are.
But then
Yeah,
I bought this piece of land in Ecuador
Yeah.
at the
Oh,
beginning
right,
of
right.
the pandemic,
Yeah,
and
right.
I was like spent a particularly large sum of money on it. I'm like, well, I'll make it back. I'll go on tour, and then nope.
So Cameo it is.
So I was like, I need to make some money to pay for this property I've never even walked on
Oh, wow.
on another continent.
Are you going to go there anytime soon?
Oh, I've been.
Yeah, okay.
Last year.
Okay.
There's been a little narco disturbances down there as of late.
I said I was sorry.
Yeah. I think he's saying he can get us blow.
No
no,
problem.
no, he can't. He used to be able to, though.
He can still get it.
Yeah. Just can't do it. You can just watch us, which is actually the best part of Blow is always being the sober guy in the crew.
It's called cuck blow.
So let's go back to Yuma.
Yeah.
We haven't even made it through like 2
Yeah,
stories
okay,
yet.
sorry.
Douglas burglars caught in El Paso. Henry Lawton and James.
These are guys who steal Douglases?
Yes.
Okay.
Henry Lawton and James Barnhart alleged to be the parties who recently burglarized the Beecroft and Lewis secondhand store in Douglas.
Oof.
Wow. Fuck. I mean, if you're going to burglarize, go to a first-hand shop.
Yeah, this is a pawn shop, right? That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Well, like a Goodwill or something. Yeah, something like that.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
More along the thrift store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at these unbelievable.
Look at this recliner that makes you itch.
Hey, I got a smock!
Hey, look at these golf pants in size 42.
It's going to be great.
Hopefully no one will ever miss this shit.
Hopefully no one will have scabies after we get
Yes,
this
fine.
Harry, why do you have so many bowling shirts?
No reason.
You know anybody who wants a good bowling shirt? Hey.
Look at all these ashtrays. We'll smoke like kings. These glasses aren't my prescription at all. Hey, we got to get out of here. I hear the cops.
They just drive away with a truck full of like knickknacks that would fit on Grandma's shelf. Porcelain ducks. And
Yeah,
shit.
just like games that don't work.
Yeah.
Look at all these ashtrays. Today they were lodged in the county jail, having been apprehended in El Paso on information and descriptions furnished by the sheriff's office.
Okay.
Lawton is believed to have been the leading factor in the job, as Barnhart is but a youth.
Okay.
A quantity of the stolen goods was found on the persons of the two prisoners, but they had disposed of about half of the loot before arrested. That's
A quantity.
It's a strange move to get rid of half of the shit.
Right.
Because it's like, if you know they're on your tail, then get rid of all the shit.
Well, maybe it was just stuff they didn't want.
They
threw out.
they donate it.
Yeah, they took it to another.
This is my favorite tchotchke, though.
Yeah. I mean,
Put it
honestly,
in their pocket.
like that's what the cops did. Like, it's a lot of tchotchkes for a couple of guys. What can I tell you, sir? We like tchotchkes.
We're tchotchke men.
Yeah. And then he puts it in like some water, and he's like, if this turns pink, it's secondhand. Put your hands behind your back, sir. No, I swear to God, they're my tchotchkes. My grandma gave them to me.
Hands up, drop the tchotchkes.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, why don't you tell me why you have a bread box table?
We just love to make bread. Walk me through the recipe. Separate them. Have them each tell you the recipe.
Okay.
It's part of the new show, Breaking Bread.
A quantity of the stolen. Okay, we already did that. In Columbus, New Mexico, Barnhart says a soldier held him up and took one of the watches. The loot was. Oh, here we go. Here's what they took. The loot was compromised of revolvers, watches, pocket knives, etc. It was a pawn shop. It's a pawn shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just. Yeah. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, this is a better. They're not complete idiots.
No, but just a lot of monogrammed handguns. Yeah. How many sets of initials do you have, son? 9?
Lawton admitted to the officers that he is wanted in Birmingham, Alabama, for holding up a man while he was in that city in October, traveling with the Cells Floto Circus.
I was part of the
There we
Cells
go.
Floto.
He's a carny.
He's a fucking carny.
He is. Yeah.
You should automatically arrest all carnies when they cross the border.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go. You hear comedy Trump. They're taking our circus gigs. They're coming here with their weak trapezes and their tight ropes that are loose. Loose tight ropes.
Runaway youths.
And this is quite a time.
Yeah.
A lot of transitioning.
Willard Santaba and John Crozier, two El Paso youths who were taken in tow at Douglas a few days ago and brought to the juvenile branch of the county jail, pending receipt of word. Oh, and now we got to go find the rest of word.
It's so interesting to watch you do it. I've never seen this.
Word from their parents were this morning started back home by the sheriff's office. Young Crozier is a nephew of A.E. Crozier
No shit.
of this city, and after his arrival decided that he would like to make his permanent residence here. The boys originally set out with the avowed intention.
What is this story about so far?
Two guys who ran away, two kids.
Okay,
Yeah, okay,
that's what I
yeah.
thought. But it's, okay.
There's a lot of filler.
Yeah, it's also like, okay, yeah, I would
Yeah.
imagine this was common.
The boys originally set out with the avowed intention of seeing. Well, the problem is they haven't said how old they are.
Right.
Right.
I think, but this is one of those
Well, if
places
they're
where
9,
everybody
yeah.
knows how old they are. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The boys originally set out with the avowed intention of seeing the world, but this plan was interrupted by officers in Douglas. It's all about Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Everything's
is.
going on in Douglas. When the boys reached the smelter city and could give no reason why they were there.
They have no ingots. They're not ready to melt it. You don't look prepared to melt anything down, young
You
man.
boys even smelting? What's going on?
You don't look like the smelting sort to me, son.
Yeah. Walk me through a smelt.
Time for you to get on back to El Paso, boy.
That's it.
The parents of the boys wired transportation to the sheriff's office for their return home, and this morning they were placed on the train. The conductor will turn the lads over, or
The conductor had a lot of work to do back then. I would just think it was just
driving
controlling
the train.
but
Now he's a fucking baby.
Yeah, he's a bounty hunter, sort of. Yeah.
who will,
Smelters on the loose again.
The conductor will turn the lads over to the conductor on the main line for delivery.
Wow, what these conductors are doing like a pass-off.
Amazon
I see your
Prime.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I see your transfer ticket, boys.
So these are the smelt liars.
The smelties.
These are the smelties.
Like the newsies.
Yeah,
These are
right.
the smelties. You rogue smelties running across America.
Rogue smelties. Sounds like a Jersey sandwich shop.
You don't come into Douglas acting like you know how to smelt them. You don't.
That's why I say you ever smelt it, dealt it. Dan, stop pitching that one. Think about it. It makes sense.
His name is Coffin. His mother name was Dies.
Whoa, what? Huh? What? Are you rapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stanley Coffin of Phoenix, Arizona, manager of the...
Are you spelling it like grave coffin or like
It's
hack
exactly
coffin?
how you would think. It's
Coffin.
it's Coffin.
Okay.
The pine box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
the Pine Box. Stanley Coffin of Phoenix, Arizona, manager of the Western States Security Company, who was a business visitor here yesterday, said that his mother's maiden name was Dies, D-I-E-S.
So this
And that's a news story.
story
That's a very slow week.
this story is really hitting for.
Boy, I heard something yesterday. I'm going to put it in the paper.
Boy, I tell you, I'll never forget the best thing I ever heard.
Coffin dies.
A big reveal for the newspaper.
You know, I have a more up-to-date version of that. My old neighbors growing up were the Graves. Guess what they did for a living?
Oh, come on.
Morticians?
They killed people.
Wow, fucking A.
They were assassins.
Yeah.
They were undertakers. They were at a funeral
That's
home.
crazy.
Of course
The
they
Graves.
were.
So what was their funeral home called?
The Graves Funeral Home, I believe.
I mean, everyone was like, obvious.
Yeah. Great
And
people,
can I
though.
meet you?
Yeah.
Great people.
Grave
They
people.
had a terrifying Doberman pinscher. I was
Wow.
afraid he was going to kill me.
Well,
Yeah,
if
they
he
did.
We
did.
probably have to use their services.
If he did, yeah, exactly. It's right next door.
Coffin said, my name is Coffin and her name was Dies.
Yeah, we get it, dipshit. Anything else ever happened to you?
Then some people wonder why I am a dead one.
What is going on?
What the fuck does that even mean?
This guy really knows how to spin a yarn.
22.
Yeah.
Prohibition was in effect at this point.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
So is your point here that things are so fucking boring that
Maybe they were just too drunk to realize that's a bullshit story.
okay, all right, yeah. I thought it was like instead of alcohol, people are like that's pretty good.
That bathtub gin.
That's pretty good. Yeah, man, I wish there was some booze around. I got another story. Yeah, I'm out of here. I can't keep doing this, honestly.
Over in Douglas, there is a man by the name of C.W. Death, a life insurance agent, stated Coffin. I suggest that Death and I form a partnership and go into the undertaking business and then go over to Tombstone and advertise in the epitaph.
So this
I ain't got no friends.
this story is not at all anything.
It's about
It's about-
like an idea that you and I could come up with.
Yes, but it really the only thing that it has is coffins and dies, and then the rest of him is like, there's also a guy like he's just got
in
dumb
a town
stories.
called
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Yeah, I should move there. There's a doctor named Coma. Imagine that. All right, dude, listen, honestly, like it's like there's a word count on this.
They literally just wrote a story about a guy who came to town and said something.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they were like, but he's got a lot to. It's really good.
Yeah.
There's a brothel and a woman's named Fucks. You believe that?
Her son
It's Dong.
is down.
Dog Fucks.
Can you believe it?
Huh? I should have my own paper. The Weekly Woe. Oh, man.
Dynamite fails to help friends find missing Miami man. Well, this is gonna be weird.
Yeah. Miami.
Yeah, Miami, as well as... Well, we're going to go look for Tom. Get that dynamite. So he's a minor.
The body of R.H. Merritt still remains undiscovered, according to reports received from Roosevelt and Miami at midnight.
Well, if he don't make it, I know a guy named Coffin.
An all-day search was again conducted over a 6-mile stretch of the Salt River today, with more than 200 friends and acquaintances of the missing man participating.
I like
Did
even.
they all have dynamite?
Yeah. I
No,
also,
no wonder nothing got found. They're all just lobbing bombs.
we got a lot more bodies than we.
Where is he? Not there.
The plan.
Sorry, that was my neighbor Jeff.
Well, all right. Let's see. A lot of people have died now.
We blowed up the beach.
We can't find any of them.
Everyone's dead.
During the morning and early afternoon, the leaders of the searching parties dynamited pools and other deep places in the river in the hope that the concussion would send the body to the surface of the stream.
Holy fuck! They are really just hoping to.
They're like dynamite fishing for a
I was
dude.
gonna say that's
Yeah,
some good
it
old
is.
redneck fishing.
Yeah.
But
I don't feel like casting a line today.
Worms.
Hand me that quarter stick, son.
I know how to bait.
hey,
There you go.
You want to send someone down in the river with like a hose apparatus that? Nope.
Look at that guy shitting while he's surfing. Toss it on dynamite. He's self-dynamite.
Dropping anchor left and right out there.
But as it was feared, that method was unsuccessful. Interest in the hunt has been increased by the offer of a $250 reward made by the...
What an amazing order to go reward last.
Yeah.
Dynamite the river
Dynamite
first.
first.
$250
America,
reward
son.
I know,
That's
honestly.
how we do it.
Yeah.
made by the Miami Copper Company yesterday. However, those who have been looking for the body since Merritt was first reported to be missing believe that time alone will disclose the fate of the Miami man.
So who is this guy? Why is he so important?
I have no idea.
So they blew the river to shit. Mm-hmm. Then they're like offer a reward, and then they're like, he'll turn up.
He'll turn up.
We'll find him.
Pieces
This
of
is,
him.
Yeah, he'll
This
be.
one- his teeth.
I mean, the fish are just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're looking for a man. Help!
That's fucking, I mean, that's just so like people, like, who cares what it does?
Yeah.
Well, that was again. I always, you always got to think of what the Native Americans are like. Good.
Wow.
Good.
Wow.
Right.
We're looking for our friend.
Yeah, the Seminole down there. Are just
Yeah.
like,
Right.
White people have come with dynamite again to the swamp.
What are they trying to catch? No, they're looking for a friend. I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
Guys, I give them a lot of credit.
We found part of him.
Success.
All right, an eye.
I mean, seriously, the odds that they blew him to
They
pieces.
probably
Tiny
blew
little
him up.
pieces. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
They probably
Yeah.
blew him up. Someone had to be like, some guy had to pitch it, and someone else had to be like, "That's good.
Yeah.
Let's
Mr.
go."
Merritt.
And then, and then 200 friends and acquaintances. Which I do like that there are other people like, you're not going to be included in the friend count for this mission.
Well, so someone's just
He didn't know you that good.
Someone's just like, some of his friends are going down. Some of Merritt's friends are going down to the river to blow stuff up, and guy's like, can I go and throw dynamite?
I hate when people go missing. May I come with some dynamite and try to find this man too, Pop? Can't wait.
Hobo snake on
Jesus
rods
Christ.
of coach seen at Bowie.
Hobo
Hobos.
snake?
Hobo snake.
on.
Rods of coach.
So I'm assuming it's not a gym teacher boner.
What?
Hobo snake.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
No. So it's a train. So there was a weird snake on a train.
Yeah, but how did you get to? Oh, because the coach.
There's motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking train. Yeah, because of the coach.
This is at a Globe.
Earth?
Yeah, it's from
Okay.
the Earth. Riding the Rods has been credited with being an exclusive accomplishment of the genius hobo. It's not genius is spelled incorrectly, which
And
is
by the way,
part.
they are showing great respect to the hobo snake, but to the transient people, they're disgusted. Correct? Is that what's happening?
We'll see.
Okay.
An American. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm just making up words right now.
It's fun.
An
You're
Arizona
You're
Eastern,
finding it.
Yeah, an Arizona Eastern brakeman at Bowie Saturday, just before the passenger train left for Globe, said that there are other tourists who can ride rods.
Oh, okay.
Superintendent Max Builder, who was at Bowie, called the attention of the brakeman to the fact that there was something wrong under a coach.
Uh-oh.
The brakeman looked under and then, as quickly, looked out again. He got a stick and returned. The intruder proved to be a giant gopher snake coiled about one of the rods, ready to start for Globe. The brakeman killed the would-be traveler. Why?
Why didn't he just run over him?
Yeah.
If it was
No, it's because he's in the wheel. So I think he would
Of a
just
train?
of a coach. He's wrapped around like the spoke.
a
part
coach,
of the-
meaning like one of those horse and buggy things.
Yeah.
Oh. I still don't
think
think the
so.
snake could make it.
But still,
Maybe
wouldn't
it's
he just,
too late for that. Maybe it is a.
We said ride the rods. Isn't
Yeah, I
isn't
thought
that
it was a
like
train.
a train.
Oh, it's a train.
That's what
a
I
coach
thought.
of a train.
But even
Okay,
then,
I got
like,
it.
either
thinking
way,
coach.
like,
Brakemen are just known for enjoying killing
the
snakes.
brakeman, you know.
But also, it's a gopher snake. They're our friends.
Are
They're
they?
not our enemies.
No,
no,
you're
gopher
not.
snakes are our friends.
Haven't you read the Bible,
Hey,
Dave? Haven't you
gopher
read the Bible?
snakes are our friends.
All snakes are evil
Also
Yeah.
evil.
and
Yeah.
offer apples to women,
I think
and that's
just-
why we have to wear clothes now.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And
Is
why
that
you
why?
can't eat ribs. You learned the lesson.
Well, I don't. Oh, this went really south. Now I'm bummed out.
Yeah, no apples or ribs, sinner.
Pallone Yarborough arrested for forgery.
Pallone Yarborough.
Well, Pallone is in quotations. I don't know what's going on.
I thought that was the person's name.
Yeah. That's confusing.
It is.
Pallone. I want him to be Italian.
Oh, don't do it, Randy.
Pallone.
Don't do it.
Yarborough.
You know what you're
Spicy
no.
That's a meatball for Pallone.
No. Hey, my Pallone has a first name.
This afternoon, Pallone Yarborough was a well-known character in the city, was placed under arrest on a charge of forgery.
I'm not Pallone at all.
While no complaint has yet been filed against Yarborough, it is said that he went to the First National Bank and presented a check in his favor signed by Simmy Gallon of this city.
Yeah, a guy named Simmy Gallon sent me here. That's right. He gave me a big sum of money, you see? Yeah. I'm Pallone Yarborough, see? Yeah.
At the time the check was presented, the suspicions of the bank officials were aroused.
Why are a bunch of you gathering? Everything's on the up and up over here. I'm pretty sure you just got to fill the bag with some money. I can get out of here.
The investigation disclosed the fact that Mr. Gallon had issued no such check to Yarborough and that the check presented by him was a forgery.
God damn. I just would have loved to have 2 weeks in this era.
Dude,
just
you
to
could have
see
done
the
so much damage.
I mean, you could have
Oh.
just fucking fucked it up so
Destroyed.
hard.
Yeah.
So
Just-
were the names printed on checks, or did you just write? Oh, I mean, I could just get a blank checkbook and be like, Dave Anthony is writing me a check for $1 million.
That
You
he
know
is.
what?
by the way.
I bet you're right. I bet the names weren't printed on there. I mean, maybe.
Well,
No.
I mean, it was so hard to like check. So it seems.
I mean, printing was invented in like the 1848. But so they probably had their names printed on the check.
Okay. Still, you would have. I mean, forgery. I mean, it just seems easy.
Did
to
he
get
say
away
where
with.
he got the check?
I mean, I
let's see.
can't imagine being questioned at a bank. Yeah, no, he exists. He's in Louisville. They were like, oh, fuck, all right, what are you going to do? Give me $800,000.
He was immediately placed under arrest, and it is suspected that the complaint will be filed tomorrow. Yarborough has run afoul of the law on several occasions during his residence here, but in most instances, his offenses were of a minor nature, and he managed to satisfy the law by moving into the county Bastille for the set period.
No,
What the fuck just
Not
happened?
an idea.
The county
He
Bastille?
legally had to move to
He
Bastille.
was in France.
Well, I just came here to Bastille a little money. Hello? Anyone? Does anyone work here?
I don't know what that is.
That's me. I'm doing some stuff.
He moved in?
I live in the bank.
The
I don't
county
know.
Bastille.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The jail.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The prison.
But why would he
Yeah.
move in? He's like, okay, I've done a lot. I'm going to move into the jail.
3 hots and a
Wow.
cot.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Wow.
Maybe he was doing this on purpose.
A 1-bedroom. Yeah, back then it would make more sense than now.
He loved the jail.
3 hots and a cot. That is the thing. Now, share a cot, 1 hot.
Yeah.
not as good.
Not,
All right,
not so great.
So this guy was such a criminal that he just moved into the jail.
Well, makes
right.
sense.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go there.
I do remember that era. I mean, that era has been in my lifetime where it was like people were like, "I'll go to jail to like get housing," and now you're like, "Fuck, no, fuck." Now they're like, "Now you're going to jail because you couldn't find a house."
Yeah.
It's illegal to not have a home where you can't afford one.
But at least you could probably get health care in jail.
Yeah, maybe better.
Get your teeth looked at.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh,
not
yeah.
great though. Have
Huh?
you ever seen the show Oz?
Yeah.
The prison hospital situation was
Isn't that-
never
wait,
great.
you-
I
what?
think that's a real.
Talking about the Cowardly Lion one or what?
No, not
Oh,
that one at
different
all.
show.
There's a guy. This guy's getting fucked a lot. That doesn't happen
like
in
a
the Cowardly
pretty
Lion.
good- Hey, I'll go into jail with a pineapple tattooed on my chest. I'm single and ready to fingle, boys.
Ooh,
Or whatever. How does it work?
it's not Fingal.
Huh? Yeah. Come on.
Turkey King will start shipping.
Hell yes, I'm pumped up already. The fucking Turkey King, goddammit.
Turkey King.
I'm from the South, son. I hear a word like Turkey and King put together. I get it.
Ray's like, I know the Turkey
I'm
King.
ready.
How
I'm
you
ready.
been, Randy?
Great.
This is at a Casa Grande. CN Cornman.
Big house.
Oh, if your name.
Big house.
Big house.
Casa Grande. I'm just
giant,
bringing
giant,
Randy.
Yeah,
big house.
Big
the-
house.
In Hispanically speaking.
Correct.
See.
Oh,
I said yes.
good work.
CN Cornman. If your name's Cornman, you should be a cornman.
Well,
not
yeah,
a
if you're
turkey man.
coughing, you're
Yeah.
working in death.
Casa Grande Valley Turkey King, whose ranch is located 50 miles east of Casa Grande, starts shipping turkeys the last of this week. This year, Mr. Cornman is shipping over 800 turkeys, which will average nearly 20 pounds apiece, which at the present price of from 40 to 50 cents a pound.
Now,
That's the whole story.
it's a great. Well, listen, you got a Turkey King headline.
Turkey King.
Doesn't really matter what follows it.
Yeah.
Now, is he shipping dead turkeys?
Nope.
He's shipping living turkeys.
Oh, that's a good question, actually.
I'm curious about the refrigeration.
I bet they're alive.
I would guess they're alive.
They have refrigeration at this point.
I still would think they're alive.
The icebox.
Yeah. It's not great. Could be
bet-
dead.
I bet they're. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
This is what I do on here a lot. I bring up really interesting
He
points,
really breaks it down.
questions.
This is 1922. Most people don't have. I don't know if they have an electric refrigerator.
No, but
Maybe
you
in the
could
big
still be.
cities they do.
You could stop for ice.
Yes.
You could be stopping for ice
Yeah.
as long as you ain't got snakes in your wheels. Huh?
Babyizing America.
Baby icing?
Babyizing.
Babyizing.
That is what is happening right now.
Yeah.
It's been going on. We are babyizing.
Yep.
When I go on tour, I call it baby icing.
A year-old baby may be large and healthy and vigorous and strong.
Dave, read the article. enough of your thoughts.
And if afforded proper protection, it may grow into a mighty man of prowess.
What is going on?
Hear me
protection.
out.
Hey, baby.
Who is the...
But remove its protector during its years of helplessness, and
Well,
it becomes an easy prey to any aggressor.
What the fuck is this?
Who's
Babies,
aggressive towards the babies?
can't fight men.
It is so with this country.
What is this point?
Numerically, commercially, and financially, we are strong and healthy with a progressive and successful future ahead of us. But like the baby
Like the baby.
of tender years, we are only safe as long as we have a protector
Okay.
capable of repelling aggressive forces which greed and avarice may bring against us.
And that is
Dynamite.
why I'm proud to announce my new company, Baby Guard.
That's what at Baby God we're looking to protect you the way that a baby can.
Your baby needs shielding. We're not going to let you down.
We got babies that will attack.
So are you
Is
a
that the right-
babysitter? No, we are baby guards. It is far more aggressive. Your child will be freaked out.
We have trained babies to attack and
I think
protect.
you're pitching a different business than
We
the one I'm a
have
part of, sir.
I have
babies.
several. They're called sentinel babies.
No, my
put them
shut
at
up.
different
My
pla-
business is that we will protect your baby from harm. You are talking about an army of babies.
Yes, I am,
Are
sir.
different.
America needs an army of babies.
My whole point is they're not ready for that.
Well, that's madness, sir.
Well, we have businesses in conflict. Turkey King, you want to settle this one?
Well,
I mean,
I'm not sure what to think about this.
The protector is the Navy of the United States.
this guy is so deep now.
Naval baby, aqua baby. They're like baby seals.
This guy's out of his fucking mind.
Navy baby seal.
Navy babies. They're down at San Diego where they run basic like carrying logs.
Putting them into like wave.
Ring the bell, baby.
Come on,
Ring the
baby.
bell.
Quick. I dare. We want you out of here. You ain't got what it takes. How is work? None of these babies are cut out to be part of this.
Baby.
My baby can survive underwater for 14 minutes.
Your baby has died, sir.
Yeah, okay. If Congress persists in reducing the Navy to a state of impotency,
Wow.
we will be helpless against sudden foreign invasion, and that apparently is what a majority of our senators and congressmen are intent upon doing. If financial retrenchment is necessary, we suggest that a horde of political barnacles be pried loose from the public
so
payroll.
Deep.
Wow.
I mean, he really is. He's like everything should be aquatic based in this argument.
Yes, exactly.
As much as imagine if Poseidon himself, without his trident.
But keep the Navy in a condition where it can afford us the necessary protection until an army can be formed. If compelled to depend upon congressional oratory to defend us against foreign invasion, we will be in a sad state indeed, regardless of the volume of noise that gang can produce. Babyizing America is the last step in congressional incompetency. Arm the babies!
Arm the babies.
Still have not.
All I'm seeing is just like infant frogmen coming out of the water. Like,
Like little turtles.
You can sharpen their teeth because they will fall out.
Yeah.
But in the time period in which they have little baby teeth,
We gave
They
you
can
$10,000 for missile designs.
be the most ferocious babies we have ever
We
seen
don't
on
see
Earth.
how this will work.
Gnashing, tearing at necks, ripping out eyes with their little tiny, tiny teeth.
But they don't have strength. They can't even eat solid food.
Oh, they'll learn to leap.
Oh, good God. Fine.
I just need $5 million.
Of course, we'll give you $5 million. I didn't realize you were somewhere. We have endless money, obviously.
20 years from now.
This is still about babies?
No, we're off
Okay.
babies.
God knows. They'd be in their 20s by then.
Yeah.
Useless.
What happens to the baby seals when they grow up? I mean,
Yeah.
a
It's a
childhood
sad
that
story.
traumatic
It's like
is
child
killing-
actors.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, all heroin.
Yeah. You know, I built this nation.
Smoking.
We're the baby boomers.
What does the future hold in store for us as a nation?
This is going to
Oh,
be
my
batshit
God.
crazy.
This is the same fucking guy. This guy.
Considering that they're about to go through the worst shit ever in the
Oh, yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. What does the future hold?
flying cars.
It's going to be great.
Surprise. It's not good.
Yeah.
Within the next 20 years, unless there is a radical change for the better in the relations of labor to capital, we will be torn by internal dissensions, if not prostrated by open civil war. Okay, so this guy knew what was going on.
This guy was actually really right on.
Present conditions cannot endure forever.
Wow.
Some guys got it. Inequality
Yeah.
was rampant.
Yeah.
He's like, it doesn't work usually in history.
Yeah. Other people are like, hobo walking? Disgusted.
Yeah, unmitigated growth is the ideology of the cancer cell. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and
It's heading.
and we learned our lessons.
Yes, we did.
we did. Yes.
And we
We're
figured
in a
it
much
all
better
out.
place.
Yeah, we're in a safer zone.
Everybody feels safe. Everybody
is-
is treated equally.
The lowest level you can get to in this country is still very, very safe and good.
Yeah. And that's why my Uber driver on the way here, who used to own businesses, is now an Uber driver and having problems paying his rent.
Boy, oh boy. How old?
His kids, he's my age.
Okay, yeah.
That's cool. That's
We had
great.
a long talk about the economic situation.
No, it's good. That's
Los Angeles is an affordable city to live in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's really
It is.
easy here.
It's a beautiful, easy place to live. Yep, no doubt.
Uh,
Rent's cheap.
Dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Dirt cheap. If the smoldering discontent now prevalent breaks out into revolution, it will leave us as a nation of cripples from self-inflicted wounds. That will be the psychological moment for a foreign nation with a grudge to launch an invasion against us with every hope of definite result.
China.
This is why we need to arm and fang the baby.
No.
China.
China.
The animosity between labor and capital must be removed in a fair and just manner for the permanent good of both sides and
Jesus.
the millions of people in between. It is more profitable to provide for the future than to bemoan the past. It never happens, buddy. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Well, it kind of happened.
There was a brief period where it
Yeah.
almost got there, but no.
Yeah.
This is 102 years ago.
Fuck, that's so
Guy is
weird,
thinking
too.
about this.
Oy, fuck.
Communist.
We really have kind of like, it's so weird how it happened over 100 years, but it's like we took 100 years and then we were like, now let's fast track back to the exact shit we went through before.
Yep.
The exact timeline.
do it all again.
basically.
Let's
Like,
do it
let's
again.
literally do it.
Let's see what happens
know
if
what?
we don't make the right
Let's
choices.
just do it in the 20s again. How about that?
One-legged hiker is recrossing the continent to L.A.
Oh, boy. Fuck
So
me.
he's coming to L.A.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I've seen him here.
Yeah. He
No
drove
way.
your Uber.
Walking from Los Angeles to New York, that's
Hopping.
the opposite of the
Hopping
headline.
from-
Yes, it is different.
It's the opposite of the headline.
Wait, what?
Walking
maybe-
from Los Angeles to New York with one leg and a pair of crutches probably would not be chosen as the most pleasing outdoor sport by the majority of athletes.
I like walking.
Yeah.
I do like
So New
walking.
York?
Yeah, Los Angeles to New York. Even
Hey,
though the
you
headline
get the
said
fuck
different.
out of here.
Yeah. But we did like a story about a guy who walked backwards across. This to me sounds like a bigger feat than.
Yeah, one-legged walking?
Yeah.
Yeah. But W.G. Stubbins enjoyed the little hike so much he started back again as soon as he arrived in the metropolis and reached Douglas yesterday on the
Douglas.
last hop, so to speak. So he walked from L.A. to New York, and now he's walking back.
No, he went from New York to L.A. and now he's walking back.
No.
Oh,
he went from L.A. to New York, and now he's walking back. He's almost back to L.A.
Jesus, he's like JetBlue.
He started his journey May 9th, 1921.
Fuck. And
So
this is
he's been walking 11 months.
that's pretty good for 11 months.
Yeah, how long would it take to walk across the country?
I couldn't walk across the country and
With two legs.
yeah, I could not do it, and that is not possible.
Sure.
Is it?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I don't think it would take you
It wouldn't take you a year.
6 months. to
Should
walk
I try to
across?
walk across the country? Is that what?
Yeah,
Are we all getting
yes.
to this?
Yeah.
I should try to walk across the
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
With Jose.
With
Oh
Jose.
my god.
On your shoulder.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I might. This is the kind. You guys are good friends.
Can I ask
gonna
you a
be
question?
great.
No.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Your ginger complexion will just work great somewhere around Texas.
Yep. They love it.
My freckles are starting to bite me. Ha!
He arrived in New York about the first of the year. After a month of cold, Stubbins started out to find the sun again and hit the trail for California. So he didn't like the cold in New York.
Yeah,
I
well,
get
no
that.
shit.
January fucking.
That's why my Uber
Yeah.
driver moved here
Oh,
from New
yeah.
York to
Oh,
LA.
I need the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stubbins carries a pack weighing 50 pounds. And
Fucking A.
whoa,
That's
fuck. Now
And he's got
that-
crutches.
He's got one leg.
Fucking A.
Stubbins carries a pack weighing 50 pounds and which contains everything to make camping in the open comfortable. He prefers to sleep outdoors when the weather permits and refused the offer of the police to put up for the night in the city jail.
in the Bastille.
In the city
Yeah.
jail.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, you want to, you know.
Really should. Jail used to actually be like, it's like a hotel.
Welcome to New York.
Yeah.
What's our time at?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were keeping that.
What's 112?
Okay. So we're probably done
Yeah.
for this one.
Yeah.
You want to do one more? You got one more?
Sure.
Got a closer?
I got a really short one here.
Okay, let's do that.
New mechanic. W.J. Dewerson, auto mechanic.
It's all been initials.
Yeah, all.
WJ.
Yeah. WJ what?
W.J. Dewerson, auto mechanic, has accepted a position at the Red, White, and Blue Garage, operated by Jan Sherwin. That's the story.
Man gets job.
I got a job.
Man gets job turning wrenches.
Oh my God. That's like my uncle in England lives in the smallest town, and he's like 6'10", and he's in the paper. He was.
For
There was
being
like
tall,
a stretch
yeah.
where he was like in the paper like once a month. They'd be like, he got new shoes. But this is even than us.
Yeah. He's bigger.
Mechanic.
Mechanic.
A man is a mechanic now.
The newspaper, the Tidewater News, in Franklin, Virginia, where my dad grew up. When he went away to college, my grandma would send him copies of it.
Wow.
And his dorm mates. He went to Virginia Tech. They'd all laugh at it because one headline she sent was 4-leaf clover found on lawn of bank.
That's fucking. That honestly is like something we would read in one of these.
Yeah, but that's real. 4-leaf clover found on lawn of bank.
Oh, shit.
They had another story about one of their favorite trees falling down on Main Street. Yeah.
Yep. Trees falling.
4-leaf clover on lawn of bank is a slow news year. Well, Randy, thank you for joining us.
It's been a pleasure.
What did you think? Did you enjoy it?
I just am overwhelmed.
Okay, all right, good. That's
I'm
why we
trying
need
not
you.
to fanboy too much.
Well, and then where do you have a website?
My band does www.lamb-of-god.com. You can go there for tour dates.
Yeah,
and
because you're
then-
always on tour.
regrettably.
Yeah, right.
And then for me, although I don't use it much, my Instagram is @drandallblythe. I'm purposely
Blythe.
mispronouncing it.
It's actually pronounced Blythe.
It's pronounced Blythe, but yeah,
I don't know
you
if
can.
you knew that.
Sometimes I do
Well,
post there.
yeah. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And Dave. Yep,
That's the news.
that's the news.
Watch out for the babies.